Alrighty then, I'm pretty sure we're live. Good morning, everybody. Mo Patty EDC was up in here early. Good morning, Trish. How you doing? I think is anybody still in here? We got two people in here. I think that's what it's saying. Who knows? Well, now we're down to one. So, yeah. Hey, another day in paradise, right? Living the grind. Yeah. Yeah, just doing the YouTube grind, one shadow ban at a time. One hey, it is what it is, right? But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. It's another day in paradise. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Of course, we do have some coffee going, absolute necessity. But Trish is here. How you doing, Trish? How was your week? It's been a minute. Yeah, not too much planned. I don't know. Nick Martino, good morning, buddy. How you doing? It's yeah, hey, it's another week. Another day, another dollar. Oh yeah, I'm used to it. I get a lot of lives demonetized and shadow banned, cuz I talk about stuff that I shouldn't. No, well, under the First Amendment, I have every right to talk about it, but yeah, if you start talking about what's going on over in Tiny Hatland, they don't like that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that gets you shadow banned on YouTube. But yeah, Dana, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, there's a whole list of stuff that gets you shadow banned, and if you say hurty words, they don't like that either. B&A, good morning. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. B&A longtime channel member. Of course, we're sporting our Spyderco Sage 5 CF as always. But yeah, they're really sensitive about the hurdy words. So, but I think it's a Gen X thing. I think we're immune to it. We don't think before we do think before we speak. We just, use some choice words that, hurt some feelings. But it's way too much fun to give it up. So I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. But yeah, Pat, how you doing with that? Well, that rumor went around real quick. There's, I guess, I'm not gonna. I guess since it's Pat, I'll roll with it. We'll give into that mental psychosis, whatever it's called. If Pat thinks he's having a kid, then more power to you, Pat. We're gonna fully support you here on that one. But are you taking prenatal vitamins? I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes this isn't one of those times. I'm just not used to dealing with this. I heard about it a couple times on the interwebs. I'm like, there's no way that's true. It's kind of like when the Chinese AIDS was going around. I don't really know too many people that Oh, you're not supposed to talk about that either. But yeah, men getting pregnant. That's news to me. I finally know somebody that's making that claim. So we're gonna be fully supportive here for the purpose of political correctness. There's my attempt at political correctness this week. Um, we're not going too far with it. Chaos Theory. Good morning. How you doing, brother? Or is it still good evening? Are you still up or? I may have fostered that rumor. It's probably one of the safest rumors going around the interweb right now. I heard about it over on Instagram even. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't hear about it on Instagram. But speaking of Instagram, guys, we posted a few pictures there for the Phobos Nice photo competition. So if you're over on Instagram, stop by our is it a channel? I don't know an Instagram page. It's Bushcraft Rebooted at the Instagram spot instead of the YouTube spot. But stop in, give us a like or whatever. Leave a comment. Let us know how your day's going. What? Um. Oh, you got 6 hours of sleep, Chaos. So you're all set for the week, huh? Um. Trish is not a fan of the Instagram. What? Fill us in, Trish. I'm interested. I kind of ditched Discord because I didn't. It wasn't working out good for me. It was giving me like so many notifications that it was going off like every 10 seconds. Like other people would be having a conversation like separate from me, and it would just be, beep beep, ding ding, whatever crazy sounds it was making all the time. I'd even close it out, and yeah, I'd close out the Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, Discord, and yeah, it just sucked. Oh, they hold your pictures? Like they don't, like when you publish them, they just don't go? I don't know. Nick Martino says screw Instagram as well. Um yeah, see, I don't there's only a few people that I talk to on Instagram. Like really, I think like 3 or 4 people and that's it. Um YouTube is enough technologies for me to argue with, so I try not to argue with the tech too much. Rhino Slayer, I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't have that. Yeah, we're just talking about Instagram. Discord, that sucks. Um, but yeah, hey, come and troll away. We need some practice here. The moderators are getting bored. Nick Martino with the first headshot of the day. Thanks, Nick. We appreciate you. Um, nothing wrong with a little trolling. Keep your tappity clickety clickety finger going there. We although we haven't gotten seriously trolled in a while, just minorly trolled. It's been pretty calm on the troll front. You can't be at war all the time. Just I mean, it's a good time, but yeah, I don't even. Or it's not an app, it's a game. Stupid ass. Yeah, that's probably why I never heard of it. I only play other stupid ass games. I used to play a lot of Skyrim. That was my go-to game because I'm not really into the first person shooters. I mean, I've played a bunch, but I just wasn't as cool as I wanted it to be. So, but I did like Skyrim because in real life you can't run around like with a sword and shield bashing people and doing that cool stuff. So yeah. Skyrim was my number one game. I played the predecessor to that too. It's what is it? The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. The Elder Scrolls 5 is the Skyrim. But gnomes are cool. Not more of a gnome than a troll. Oh, Trish, you do. Oh yeah, painting the gnomes. That's like, remember those little figures people used to paint all the time back when hobbies were, non-electronic. I mean, some of them were electric. RC cars and stuff. You actually, like back when I started RC cars, you actually had to build them. They didn't have that RTD ready to drive or anything like that. Um, yeah, just getting caught up on the comments. Oh, it's worse. Yeah, okay, worse than Fortnite or Minecraft. Yeah, I've never played either of those. I know what those are though. I don't know what the other one is. The Roblox. Was it Roblox, Reblox? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to edit. Got to be almost silent chaos. So, yeah. Being here, you at 10 me on the new super autos yesterday. Yeah, chaos. I caught your short on that with your rotor dilemma, man. That sucks. That makes sense that they would ship it to you though, because hey, who cares about like details and stuff? You could have welded it on there something. You could have been a hero about it, but no, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. Well, I watched that episode on the Sean Ryan show about what really happens on Roblox. Oh, I miss that entirely, Nick. I try to catch some Sean Ryan shows every once in a while. Of course, we're gonna EDC our Leatherman Wave Plus. What's your favorite Leatherman? I've been looking more and more at Spyderco's too. Yeah, I'm trying not to get addicted, but it's very tempting. The Yeah, definitely. I like the Para 3 and the Para 2. Not just for the name, but I, won't lie, it is a determining factor. Trish got the e-bike. Oh, oh, Trish, what's the hookup you got? I don't know if I'm ready for an e-bike yet. I still like the standard pedal bikes, the push bikes. I'll always be a fan of those. Um, yeah, in fact, speaking of push bike, man, the Tour de France is going on right now. I've just been catching some of the highlights. I'm not into the Tour de France as much as I used to be, thanks to Lance. I lost one nut Armstrong. Yeah, all the PEDs and blood doping and stuff they had going on. I lost a lot of interest in the Tour de France. They're just, all doped up now. So I'd like to see what the pinnacle of the sport is without the enhancements. So I love watching Tour de France. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and yeah, Tour de France crashes are the best. Nothing like taking a ride on the old skin grinder. Yeah, road rash. Yeah, road rash sucks, man. Dude, I spent like 3 hours of my life like face down on a gurney at the emergency room in Manchester, New Hampshire. Back I was like 16 at the time. Yeah, man, I wiped out and got the road rash, and that's the thing about road cycling that sucks, man. It's not like we don't have the all the fancy leather stuff that the motorcycles have. We just got spandex, man, and that lasts about zero point 0.2 seconds on the pavement. After that, you're just cheese grating it. Yeah, my buddy gave me a couple of Michelins for my bike. Yeah, road rash sucks, man. And I had it like from like basically my hip all the way down to like my knee, and then on the side of my calf. But if I lifted my knee up too high, then it would like after it was like a few days afterwards, it kind of everything scabbed over. Yeah, I'd pick my leg up and it'd like re-crack all the scab, and yeah, oh, it was nasty. And it was awkward too because I'm like 16 years old, face down on a gurney, and there's like two nurses like picking little pieces of gravel and stuff out of my right buttock. So it was a like humiliating experience. So yeah, hello from Virginia. We're up here in New Hampshire. We got a bunch of people from all over in here. Um, oh, Spit Shine 24, man. Oh, that brings back memories. Spit Shine and combat boots and dress shoes, and I never really got into Spit Shine and the dress shoes though. I learned about patent leather at a young age. And yeah, I always rocked a patent leather for dress shoes, but all my other boots got spit shined, especially my jump boots, man. Like, yeah, a good pair of Cochrane jump boots, man. They spit shine like a champ. Yeah, it is not fun picking gravel on your ass. Yeah, chaos. That's something that kind of goes without saying. It's a pretty safe assumption, but yeah, I've ripped the skin off my palm skateboard and had to lick out the gravel and finish the work day. Yeah, that's always pleasant too. I've worked through a few injuries as well. That always sucks. Um, yeah, but fortunately, duct tape will fix most things. I'm assuming everybody's drinking the coffee this morning. Anybody not? Everybody got the bean water going. I'm not aware that Trump violated the Constitution. I know that Minnesota just did. Not whether you agree or disagree, but that was a blatant violation of your First Amendment rights. Whether you like it or not, I'm just wondering how many R&B and rappers and stuff they're going to throw the book at now. Green beret looking ninja. Yeah, I'm not sure. Leatherman, Sager, Gerber. I like Leatherman. I'm not a Sager Gerber fan anymore. They sold out years ago. I haven't touched their stuff in 15 years, man. Nope. Trish is drinking the sweet tea. Right on, Trish. Dare to be different, right? The hell with the rest of these guys. They can tweak out on caffeine all day. That's up to them. But B&A takes one out. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Ryan. We're not going to get into that. We really don't care, man. I mean, I care about the Constitution and all, but I'm not going to get into like heated debates with knuckleheads here on YouTube. It's just not what I'm here to do. I don't know. Um, yeah, I guess yeah, every president for the last 20 years has violated constitutional rights and changed our constitution a little bit and taken away some freedoms and stuff. So, what I'm not going to get into a conversation about it. I will say that I 110% support what ICE is doing. Go out there, pick up the illegals, send them home. They don't need to be living off of our system anymore. Like keep American money for Americans. It's and there's no such thing as government money. All that money is ours. They get it through their taxes. I don't know, unless maybe they print a bunch too. My mom used to. I see. That's the whole thing. I'm uh, I'm not a massive. I'm not a fan of tea. I've tried it a bunch of different ways. Tea just doesn't do it for me. But I mean, that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy your tea. I don't enjoy tea. I don't know why. I just, some things just don't click with certain people. Maybe the real Mick, welcome to the chat. Good morning. How you doing? Hampshire outdoors and survival, man. Another day in paradise. That's I've been griping about that a lot lately. I'm butthurt, man. I can't. It goes through my head all the time. Like, how did England go from King Richard the Lionheart to King Charles the Traitor? Talk about a sellout, man. It's time to get out the pitchforks and stuff in England. Um, well, I have 2 cups of coffee, a Celsius, and now sweet tea. Okay, yes, you already went through the coffee. That's just like me. Once I'm done the coffee, I go straight to the Monster Energy. I can't help it. Um, yeah, Mink, that'll keep you busy. There's a great shovel making company here in the United States. Um, yeah, Predator Tools right down in New Jersey, owned by George Leshy. Man, he makes some quality tools there. Great craftsmanship, and yeah, you could probably dig 1,000 holes with that easily. They'll definitely hold up. Mention tea in here. Is that what is Mick heard tea time? He's like, oh, tea time. We're in. But yeah, how are things going on that side of the puddle? Wood chipper makes great big feed. Man, you need to move to the U.S. I've got some access to some industrial grade wood chippers. I'm talking wood chippers that'll take like a 40-inch trunk, so it'll make short work of most degenerates. But chat moves so fast. Oh, what did I miss something, Nick? Um, oh, what's a legitimate question? My biggest question for survival preparation is what particulars are needed to help women if I wanted to be prepared to help others in time of need. Parker Engineering, man. Wow, you would want to get a woman's perspective on that. You would want to have a lot of stuff that women typically need, especially when taking into consideration specific personal hygiene stuff. Trish, you want to help me out here? Yeah, because I identify as a man, and I am a man, and I always have been, and I always will be. So, but yeah, that maybe some comfort stuff, maybe some tea. Find out what her favorite beverage is. Um, yeah. Um, that makes a lot of what's chaos, Mick? You need a wood chipper posted up by a river. You don't have to dig as many holes. Truckload of Tampax for starters. Yeah, B&A hit that one spot on. I guess that's the proper way of. And there's an alternative there. There's the what are they labeled as sanitary napkins? I don't know. Nothing I'm wiping any tea off with, but Depends on the women. You need good, all honest conversation with her. Yeah, yeah. Some women you need good, honest conversation. Other women you might want to have a serious stockpile of lithium or something. Um, at least some, maybe some zany bars that might help you through the situation as well. Um, you need pallets of chocolate and cranberry juice. Oh, Cannon's here. Cannon, good morning, brother. How you doing? Cannon survived another work week, man. I hope you're resting up today. How's our mascot doing? Hopefully, Mojo's doing well, getting plenty of treats. Um, Silk stockings worked in World War II. Franzi, lots of Franzi. I'm probably not helping the situation at all. I do too, Nick. I enjoy. What what did Pat do this time? I don't know. Pat did something. I do too, Nick. I love discussing prepping, survival stuff, bushcraft stuff. Dude, I had to put skydiving on the back burner this week, man. I was dealing with some serious idiots on the interwebs. Just people with tiny egos that can't accept the fact that somebody might know more than them and have more experience in something than what they do. Yeah, just it is. Wow, it is what it is. Yeah, I had to, like, I don't mind talking with y'all about it, but man, I got to stay out the comment sections when I watch videos because man, there's just like stupid lined up from the top to the bottom of the comment section. Yeah, Golf man, are there any needles or handcuff keys hidden inside of that patch? Um, yeah, not sure why I would hide any needles, but yeah, there's no handcuff keys or anything like that. Although I do have my white belt in sport lock picking. I got the video evidence to prove it. I'm looking to further my skills this winter. Um, YouTube comments will help you build tough skin. Oh no, it has nothing to do with building tough skin. I've got plenty. I'm plenty thick skinned. I just get tired of dealing with stupid. Yeah, not gonna lie on that one. Yeah, you can't help stupid. You can't fix stupid. It is what it is. And yeah, people are just people. Labs, what's happening? Welcome to the chat. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Love these Sunday morning. Yeah, sometimes they're chats, sometimes they're rants. They're always good socials though. Um, yeah, just general survival needs. Yeah, I mean, pretty much anything that you would bring out. Like if you're looking for like the 72-hour bug out bag, that's what you're gonna pack. Like if you were gonna go camping for the weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that right there, in my opinion, in my experience, is the ideal bug out bag. You don't need like full you don't need the full battle rattle. You don't have to worry about like having a sidearm, a shotgun, a rifle, and all the other stuff. I mean, if you're bugging out of an area due to like environmental situations, like you live in Florida, there's a hurricane coming through, and you need to get out of the area. Like for whatever time you're going to leave is what you need to bring with you. That's pretty. It's pretty simple. So whatever, get some experience camping. Bring the missus, the wife, the girlfriend, the fiance, whatever her relationship is with you. Like bring her out, and whatever she needs or may need, that's really what you need. That's a simple version. You don't have to have like a full recon kit to spy on the invading army or something, because there probably isn't one. But yeah, there's forest fires, especially if you're up there in Canada, eh? You're gonna want something to bug out and yeah, have yourself comfortable for whatever, maybe like 72 hours to 1 week or something tends to be the most you really need. Um, got proficient with the basics first. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like don't just buy the tent. Learn how to set it up. Learn how to set up a tent up properly. Don't stake your tent down too tight though. You're gonna stretch the seams and that's gonna create the leaking. You want it taut, but you don't want it like bounce a quarter off of it kind of stuff. Um, yeah, yeah, shovel for the potty. Absolutely, Trish. Um, we're We're going to get my fancy tool out here. Yeah, because that's a guaranteed thing that's going to happen. And yeah, you don't want to like cover the area in white flowers. You know, there's nothing worse than going out in the woods for toilet paper everywhere. Um, yeah, Dana. Yeah, basic first aid makes sense, and it does make sense to have some additional gear. Just because you don't know how to use it, somebody in your group or in the close vicinity may know how to use it. You never know who you're going to run out to there, and most people in general are helpful. Um, finally, practical advice. Everyone wants to bug out with an armory, but they can't even fish. Exact. Yeah, man, I do, and that's why I'm so well hated on YouTube because I dismiss a lot of the BS. Like it's all for clicks and views, and everybody like. I mean, I've got some kind of high end. Well, no, I only buy high end gear, so it's not like I have some. But I've been at it for 40 years, and I'm getting older now, and I decided that I was gonna treat myself to the finest gear that I deemed fitting. So I do spend a bit more on my gear. I like it though. So that's the part that matters. And I enjoy it. That's what they say about YouTube as well. If you're gonna do YouTube, do the things you enjoy, and it'll just come natural. Um, yeah, one thing I've found that works awesome. It's not actually go out and go camping and make a list of everything you need but didn't bring. Yeah, always, and that's why I always pack a pen and paper with you when you're going out doing little training experiences and stuff. Write down the things, and then yeah, you kind of grow like they say the more you know, the less you carry. I think that's not true. You'll carry less junk, but you'll end up carrying more stuff that you actually need that you actually use. And even throw a little bit of recreation in there. You're gonna have to entertain the brain every once in a while. And by that, like one of those pocket-sized Connect Fours, a deck of cards, stuff like that. Maybe some horseshoes. I don't know, some throwing knives, whatever. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments here, guys. What you need more than 5 guns, 10,000 rounds, and a Bic lighter. Yeah, TP miles, miles and miles. B&A's getting ready for the COVID 2.0. He's going to be at the Costco buying pallets of toilet paper. But yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right there, Pat. Yeah, having a substantial amount of shit tickets can definitely make your experience better. Back to that. Yeah, this is the Predator Tools. What the hell is it called? It's the Crusader model, and it's a hand digging tool. And this is great for digging little cat holes, or if you're gonna do like a Dakota fire hole. What's that? What's the hole called? You dig a hole next to a creek or something, and kind of like pre-filters the water for you. Coyote hole? No, that's I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, don't forget your thermocell. Yeah, that's where comfort comes in. Yeah, because yeah, getting eaten alive by mosquitoes just sucks. There's all of that. What's that song? Remember? Oh, what was that old radio station back? All the Gen Xers will remember. But oh, how's it, the Skeeter song? Um, yeah, there's a Skeeter around my Peter. Whack it off, whack it off. Um, yeah, it is. It's outstanding, man. And it's made in the USA, right in New Jersey. Predator Tools is owned by George Leshy. If it's something you do decide to pick up, give him a call. You'll speak to his wife Pam. She does all of the order processing, the phone calls and stuff like that. That's it, Canon Doctor Demento. That's the one, man. And I wasn't the only one that listened to it. That and remember the Jerky Boys when you could get away with prank phone calls. Not that we ever did that. But that was something that, if you were having a sleepover or something, your friends hanging out for the weekend, you might do a prank call or two. The Jerky Boys, man, that was always a hoot. Um, yeah, proper shoes and clothing, extra socks. That's an absolute must. As soon as you feel your feet getting a little swampy, a little moist, change your socks. It'll prevent blisters. It'll make your trip a lot more fun. Bled my brakes yesterday. Chaos used the ray gun to vibrate the air bubbles out. Yeah, B&A, I think that does work. Yeah, hydraulic brakes. Yeah, I think you're spot on there, Pat. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Nick. Yeah, have an ouch pouch. It depends on what you. Yeah, you got to have some kind of first aid kit, but how far you want to take it. Um, like I'm not gonna. Man, I traveled mostly. I'd carry some moleskin, some basic band aids. Of course, I always had some duct tape with me. Um, yeah, yeah, mixed spot on there. Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. Yeah, you can't. You can't overestimate comfort, like just comfort, convenience, something to take your mind off the game too. Like I was saying, a deck of cards and stuff like that as well. Whatever your favorite beverages are, if you're a coffee drinker, tea drinker, if you're on the caffeine at all, you're gonna want to have some kind of caffeine with you. What, even if it's just like simple, sodas. I'm not a huge advocate of sodas, but something to replace that caffeine, because if you start having caffeine withdrawals, the headaches will make you pretty miserable, as well as all the people around you. So yeah, that's important as well. Like any medication that you may have, yeah, long-term meds that you could be on, any comfort medications, anything that stops the diarrhea, because having the liquid poo is no fun. Yeah, all the all the people going around the U.S. with that stuff now. Caffeine and nicotine, exactly. Yeah, Cannon's probably been through some of that as well, maybe on a deployment or something there, Cannon. Um, but you can't tell with the Marines; they're ornery all the time. Like you deploy them somewhere, they're just, we're here to break shit, man. So, like the question never comes up, like, oh, is he having caffeine withdrawals? No, he's just you fully engaged Marine. Yeah, my first aid kit is duct tape, electrical tape, sawdust, toilet paper. Yeah, yeah, spare eyeglasses if you wear prescriptions or something like that. Especially if you need them for reading, traveling, and driving, whatever. Um, Rub sun turban is my first aid protocol. Yeah, B&A, your age is showing there. Yeah, rub some dirt in and get back in the game, son. What you crying for? Imodium, ibuprofen, aspirin, Benadryl. Yeah, as well as some antibiotic ointment as well, triple antibiotic or something. Because yeah, anything that could potentially get infected over, if you're looking at more than a couple days, yeah, that could turn into something major, blood poisoning, things like that. Um, yeah, over the counter meds. Where's Oh, my thing's put away. I was about to bust it out. Gosh, does that go bad at all? 20,000 hit vapes in my bug out bag. Yeah, that would definitely be a great way to replace nicotine and stuff as well, Chaos. Yeah. Um, yeah, if you're bringing a lot of battery stuff, you need a lot of batteries charge it. Maybe like some type of solar panel that'll give you something. Obviously, the more the better. And you got to decide too: are you bugging out in a vehicle? Are you bugging out on a bicycle? Are you bugging out on foot? Those are all things. Yeah, yeah. Hand sanitizer works for first aid and starting a fire. Yeah, I've got some in my kit. Uh, hopefully you didn't buy it during the scamdemic though, because you probably paid 10 times more than what it is worth. How much for a tin of Zin? I have no clue. I really don't. I have no clue. I've never bought that. Stick to just Bactracin, Neosporin invokes allergic reactions. Ask a pharmacist. Yeah, pharmacists. Glorified drug dealers with a paper. Ask me how I know. Um, I quit cigs when they went up to $5 a pack. Oh man, Pat, it was I think the last time I went through there, Yeah, I went through New York City. I want to say the last time was like 2010, 2011. And going through New York City, man, a pack of Marlboros was 14.50 plus tax. And then yeah, once you get out to Long Island, then you've got all the reservations and stuff. They're selling stuff like tax free. They were like 25 bucks a carton, 20 to 30 depending on how far you made it down. Um, Nick, I've used it before as an actual fuel in my portable wood stove. Yeah, you could do that if you've got enough of it, Nick. Yeah, absolutely. I guess we'll put this one over here. Um, oh, you know what? I was gonna make coffee indoors this morning. I just remembered that. I was like, what else was I had some stuff planned for this morning, but I brain farted it. I was gonna make coffee indoors. For those of you that have never made coffee indoors, yeah, that's what we were gonna do. Wow. When my wife got pregnant, I quit 24 years ago. Thank goodness, more money for knives. That's a positive way to look at it, Dana. Um, yeah, more money for knives. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Cannon. I smoke for other people's safety. Well put, and we appreciate that. Many of us do. Probably your coworkers as well. Yeah, we've seen some of that. Yeah, anything that's not a knife that I have to buy, I'm like, well, that's a knife or that's two knives. Yeah, I used to rate my money based on how many skydives it was worth. Like if you're selling a couch, it's like I could get 10 skydives out of that. Um, or yeah, anything. Yeah, same thing. Now yeah, it's kind of different. Now it's all about the YouTube channel. Like everything I do pretty much goes into the YouTube channel. So yeah, I paid $45 for a carton of. Yeah, yeah, chaos. The reservations, the deals down in Florida as well on those. Yeah, pretty much any place where there's a tax-free reservation. Yeah, you can get crazy deals on it. Um, yeah, hence why I'm not getting a new phone. Nick, now I'm gonna. You need a new phone, Nick. You've been using that beat up thing for a long time that I know of. Even I resist the purchasing of the phones or any other tech for that matter. Like yeah, the only reason why my laptop got replaced is because it came up with that blue screen and it yeah, the whole everything it completely crashed out. So and it wasn't me, it was Mrs. V. So thank Mrs. B for this channel still functioning because I get to the point sometimes I'm just yeah man $1,000 for a laptop it's only gonna last a few years. Like get out of here. I had my Note 9 for like 8 or 9 years and it still works. I still love it. But yeah, it was having its little issues and stuff. So Mrs. B got me this super phone here. This which is I can't even remember what it is. It's a Samsung Ultra 24 Ultra something. It's fancy. It does all kinds of cool stuff. The video quality though ended up substantially better. Just replace it with the same phone. Yeah, exactly. That's solid advice, Pat. And then you're not going to spend $1,000 on a stupid phone. Um, yeah, I think we finally got the better of Verizon because they were trying to get us to upgrade my phone for years. They're like, "You're eligible. We'll give you this. We'll give you that. You're eligible for an upgrade." And finally, it came down to yeah, Mrs. B got it for nothing. And I kept my old one. I'm going to use that as like camera number two or a backup or something. I don't have a cell phone. Is that weird? Disability? No, Dana, that's not weird at all. If anything, not having a cell phone is preventing you from being completely weird. Um, Now you're here, so you get some weird points for showing up to this live. But I went a long time without a cell phone as well. I finally got forced into it. The some of the drop zones I was contracting through, they're like, dude, we got to be able to contact you. I'm like, well, You can talk to me when I'm at work, and I finally gave in and got one. Um, but yeah, I went like a good, happy, very happy year and a half solid with no smartphone. If my smartphone breaks, you'll know it because it'll take weeks for it to get replaced usually. Um, yeah, my question about a woman's insight to the preparedness list is more academic. I don't have a woman friend. Honestly, I haven't met one who appreciates my affinity for preparation. Park, they're out there. They're out there. In fact, yeah, and sometimes like don't throw it on the woman like I'm gonna survive the apocalypse. That just doesn't work out. Just kind of do your thing, you know. If like Mrs. B, um, she didn't really like. We didn't get into it too much. I did tell her I have a backpack problem though, but she understood that. Um, but like when the power went out and she's like, "Oh no, how are we gonna have dinner?" I'm just like, "No worries." I just grabbed some of my stove and stuff like that, and I went and cooked dinner in the yard. And she, wow, that's convenient. Or like when she's like, "Oh no, I was playing my super game there." She plays like Monopoly or something or bingos on her stuff, and oh my battery went dead. Well, here's a battery bank, you know, that'll last you all weekend. Just plug into this and you're all set. See the convenience of being prepared. I mean, like, yeah, if you're like, you know, don't go out on your first date and be like, I'd like to build a bunker in the backyard capable of housing 8 people for 20 years, because she's gonna think you're a bit of a freak, and I'm gonna kind of agree with her. So yeah, you gotta kind of work your way into it, justify it, you know. One of my favorite things when Mrs. B was like, what do you need more than one knife for?" I'm like, same as you. Like, go in the kitchen, and you've got that big wooden block there. You got a chef's knife, you got a paring knife, you got a bread knife, you got like 8 steak knives. There's a couple other knives in there I'm not even fully aware of. You got, yeah. So it's like, yeah, you know, same thing. I got this knife for that, and that knife for this. A little carving or something. Maybe I need a bigger knife. Bigger knife. I'm gonna do some batoning. And yeah, yeah, and then you need an EDC knife, a field knife, like yeah, the list goes on and on. So you gotta just use tact. I think is what I'm saying. Use tact in your approach. Um, yeah, for my research, you need a group of at least 25 to survive the apocalypse. Walk, cook, walk, first date, bunker talk. Yeah, walk, cook, walk. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. I didn't see you there at first, but there you are. Welcome to the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. What's that? Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser. Yeah, you don't want to meet Alicia Silverstone and be like, I'm gonna take you to live underground, because it's gonna freak her out a little bit, you know. Um, First date, the girl says, "What do you do in your spare time?" You say, "Want to see my bunker?" Yeah. Um. Yeah, chaos. I've been leaving my phone home when I ride. Not that I go over the posted speed limit or anything. Yeah, B&A, I do that as well. I tend to, if I'm just going out, like, yeah, I don't bring the phone. I kind of treat it like a 1980s home phone. I've got a 6 foot cable for it. So I don't, I'm not a modern phone person by any standards. It's kind of counterproductive. There's been a bunch of times I was out for walks. I'm like, oh, I could have made a video or something for YouTube, but I didn't bring the tool to get the job done. So that's on me. Yeah, she was hot back in the day. Oh, Cannon remembers. Cannon's got the Alicia Silverstone down. I'm still gonna maintain that I'm an Elizabeth Banks, Elizabeth Shue, Elizabeth Banks, Elizabeth Shue, Elizabeth Shue. Yeah, dude. You know how many times I've kicked the crap out of Ralph. What's his name there? The Karate Kid, man. Like I said, I would have swept the leg and then followed through, like sweep the leg, follow through, and just finish with an axe kick. And then I would have been like, "Hey Elizabeth, where would you like to go out for dinner? Because you don't want to go out with a loser like that." Um, yeah, I personally love camping. I also take minimal stuff, basic necessities. Binoculars are a must for me, as I love seeing the outdoors. Yeah, Trish, you're awesome. We totally appreciate you. Um, yeah, see, there's a great example. There are women out there that love to go out camping and doing stuff, and yeah, like Mrs. Bushcraft, she puts in an honest effort, but she's an on the pavement person more than not. Like she's gone out and given camping a fair chance with me and things like that. But yeah, she's hung out at the drop zone with me, and it's like, hey, anytime you want to go on a sky jump, just let me know. And she's like, no. I let you know now. It's no. She's permanently on the ground. It's kind of interesting to watch, but she's been around for the broken bones and the people bouncing and stuff, and so she kind of had a crash course in the skydiving like early on. Yeah, the first week when we got together, there was down in she came down to Florida. We were at Skydive DeLand, Florida. It's about like 15 minutes west of Daytona Beach, 10 15 minutes, something like that. And yeah, there ended up there was a fatality the first week. So, yeah, she's kind of seen enough of skydiving and be like, no, you guys, like, it's not for her. And that's okay. It's not for everybody. Um, yeah, just getting Army surplus store first date locate. I'll tell you, you know what I'd like to find that surplus is the British smock. I don't know if maybe it's an SAS smock, maybe it's not. It's a big jacket with lots of pockets. I'd like to find like a legit one in multicam. That would be sweet. I grew up in the sticks, camping is second nature. Yeah, yeah, same here. B&A, it was second nature for us around here as well. I ended up working at Camp Carpenter, like when I was in high school. So for the summer, I taught like Boy Scout stuff. The ironic part is I was never a Boy Scout. I gained a lot of my knowledge first through family and then through Civil Air Patrol. And so, yeah, yeah, it was a good time though. I don't regret it. I can shit at it. Um, but they're so far and few between. That's the problem. Um, you manage to find one and they're taken. Yeah, Cannon, you're right. They are rare. They're extremely rare. I would recommend if you're there's lots of clubs. There's like hiking clubs and stuff like that. Go to like outdoor activities, like if you like rock climbing, you're gonna meet chicks like that. Women, chicks, girls, babes. What's the proper I don't know. This is how I get myself into trouble. I'll just say women. But then it gets confusing because there's actually idiots out there that don't know the definition of what a woman is. So now I'm confused. I'm not confused about it, but I'm just confused at the proper terminology. I don't want somebody getting butthurt and reporting me. Um, why would you shave with a digging tool? Some people. Oh, I must have missed something. Yeah, who? Yeah, B&A said eat a bag of dicks. I mean cucumbers or carrots or something. Yeah, you're out of here, buddy. Thanks, B&A. Thanks for cleaning up the chat. We appreciate you, buddy. Oh, come on. You can do better than that. I've got an army style jacket, but no idea what kind. I'll take some pics and see what Mickey says. It's all you know better. If you pay the postage, yeah, yeah, the postage to I don't know what the postage is. I know I sent a package to Canada. I'm still like that was two skydives. That was like $53 to send a package to Canada from New Hampshire. Like I could drive there in a few hours. I mean a few like maybe 3 or 4 hours from where I'm at. I can't really yeah. Oh no, Pat, I think Walk Cook Walk is I think he's in England as well. England or UK, right? Um there. Although yeah, I do have some knives you can shave with, whatever. Um yeah, M65 field jackets are good, especially if you get them with the liner. But I'll tell you the British jacket there, the English jacket. I don't know if it's an SAS smock or just a smock, but that thing's got enough pockets, dude. You can build a whole survival kit right in there. You can fit like Mylar blankets, water purification tabs in those little baggies and stuff. You can fit some like power bars, a whole. You can put a typewriter in there. I'm sure of it, and a bunch of other things. It's the I had one back in the day, but I wore it out. It ended up like yeah, it got washed so many times, and it wasn't in multicam. It was the old British cam like you would have in the '90s. Yeah, the modern world's gone potty. Used to be chicks or gets now more female representative of human form. Never thought the future would be this gay. It's sold. I can't even read the Oh yeah, yeah. Mine was falling. What is that? Is DPS DPMS something camo? Back in it would have been like early '90s. Um, really good stuff though. Yeah, Kit Champ make an improved one used by Spec Ops. Oh, Mick, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about. I'll talk to you about that for sure. We're gonna need a link and all that other crazy good stuff. But yeah, DPM, that's it. Yeah, that was good camo too. I liked it. I had the whole kit. Um, yeah, my buddy Barry Lydyard, he was in the British Army, and yeah, he sent me a whole like yeah giant box full of stuff. It was sweet. Um, yeah, it was yeah. Some other gear I used to like that I used to get from England was Caramore. I had a Caramore Jaguar backpack back in the day, like a 90-liter one. That was sweet. Um, and my all time favorite company from England is Hugh Banner. I think they make some of the best quad cams and tri cams in the world. For anybody out there rock climbing, check out Hugh Banner. Definitely one of my favorites. There's no links or anything, but got a dash guy. He's got to do some gardening. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you being here. Have some fun gardening. Also, yeah, great tool for gardening here. They make some for that, but yeah, the unfortunate thing with the British jacket, it's obvious sin. Well, yeah, Canon, it's not a fashion show for me. It's highly functional though. If you, it's one of those things, man. You know, it's fanny packs are pretty gay too, but if you get in the habit of using one, it doesn't matter. I'm not like, yeah, I'm in a healthy relationship. I don't have to worry about looking like an idiot. That's a good thing. Um, it was good till posted in desert sort of stood out green against sand. Yeah, yeah, I could see that being a problem there, Mick. Yeah. Well then, yeah, that's just straight up desert cam. So yeah, your environment is a huge determining factor. But in the northeastern United States, where I'm at in New Hampshire, yeah, man, that camo worked great. It was right up there with standard woodland, God's plaid. Um, I saw on Gear Rack YouTube channel they make a Marpat pregnancy smock. Um, yeah, Chaos. They do. They make maternity tops for every branch. They're usually like specially labeled so you don't accidentally buy one. Pat, let us know if you need some camo coming soon because we know some guys. We can probably get on the on post and get to the clothing and sales. We can hook you up with some maternity tops there, B&A, if you want them. Let us know. Well, we painted our knives in Marpat. Oh wow. Oh Johnny, it's not a knife. It's actually a digging tool. It does have a little bit of an edge to it for cutting through roots and stuff. But yeah, it's not like you're not. Yeah, it's not knife sharp. It's yeah, it's a digging tool, hand digging tool for like digging like cat holes and Dakota fire holes and stuff like that. It's used by some military guys, EOD, and some recovery teams that go out. If there's a helicopter crash, there's sometimes some digging to get people out. So yeah, it's used by different military groups. They're highly used in metal detecting, as well as I'm trying to like, yeah, adopt it for like bushcraft and stuff like that. I used to have some of those thinner, like the small, like folded ones, but they always hurt your hand. They're just not as much fun. Um, Candy Cane, welcome to the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Paint your knives in Marpat. That's that sounds like some Marine Corps level stuff. Um, yeah, the Marpat's pretty nice as well. I think it goes more. I think it's better in like a traditional woodland setting than even the multicam. Multicam's pretty good, but you got to get like the newer OCP or whatever. It's just slightly darker. I kind of like multicam jungle as well, but yeah, the Marpat would go good on the most of the northeast eastern seaboard. And in a pinch, the maternity tops can be used as a makeshift parachute. There's probably enough square footage there, man. Um, oh, parachutes. Um, yeah, improvise, overcome, adapt, and eat crayons. Or at some point, I'm gonna ship Canon the 64 pack with the built-in sharpener. Not that you'll need it, but yeah, that's the maternity tops or the multi tool of clothing. Canada, did you check out the gear rack? I sent you the link on their site. So, what do y'all have planned for today? Anything exciting? Anything going on? Anybody doing any hiking, biking? Yeah, anything. Maybe go for a swim or something. Be careful though. You know, a lot of people drowning lately. It seems there was an accident. Where was it? Like one person was drowning and a bunch of people jumped in to save them, and it ended up being like five people drowning, and there was a couple kids left in the boat. What river was that at? I can't remember, but it's late at night here. About to sleep. Gotta do our radiator tomorrow. Oh, Johnny, where are you at? Late at night. Yeah, it must be like Australia or something. I don't know. Well, it's 6 a.m. and I have to get up, pick up a bunch of beer cans, clean the house, clean the floors, and get ready for my kids to come over at like 9. Just want to get back to sleep until 1800. Right on there, Candy Cane. Yeah, yeah. Have a great day with the kids for sure. Always something we take for granted until they're grown up and gone away. Oh, Sydney, Australia. Right on. Yeah, how are things over in Australia? That's awesome. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, a lot of. I met a lot of cool people from Australia. Australia is a great place as well. And some of their Marpat is actually pretty low priced. For great smocks, check out Kit Pimp. I believe they're available in the U.S. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out, Mick. Yeah, I don't even mind for something like that. I wouldn't mind having it shipped like direct from England or something. Yeah, that's one of those grail pieces of kit. You know, it's just yeah, really sweet. Oh, Scooby snacks. Yeah, we gotta send Mojo some snacks now that I know. Yeah, what else we got going on for gear? Yeah, I was gonna get into cordage a little bit, but damn, I don't know. I haven't done. I got to get in touch with Atwood. Actually, I got to just. Um, I'm not going to get in touch with Atwood. I'm going to make some money and just buy this stuff. Um, I've completely given up on the concept of like sponsors and stuff like that. The only people offering sponsors or something like that, it's so one sided. I'm just not interested, and then mostly it's gear I wouldn't buy. And the companies that I'm interested in, I don't know. It is what it is. You know, they like, oh, when you get 100,000 subscribers or something, or oh, what I don't know. Um, yeah, we had some drown on a beach this week. tide caught them out. Real shame. Yeah. Yeah, that is. Wow, I'm a rotten person because I was thinking, wow, too bad it wasn't them people on the raft. Um, I'm going straight to hell for that thought. Because yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The inbound rafts. They just had one. It was the most amount of people on it. Like it's this giant Zodiac raft. And yeah, like I don't know what it was, 90 or 100 people on one raft. Get the wife's older daughter coming in. She's spending a week with us. Yay, family! Yeah, Cannon. That's how it is sometimes, man. That was in skydiving. We have what's called RW, relative work, and that's that basic belly flying formation stuff where they turn points. Like, oh, we're touching hands this way, and now we're going to go sideways and turning points and stuff like that. But we would also refer to it as like if you had to go to a family reunion, some type of family function, would be like, oh, I'm doing RW work for the weekend. Like dealing with relatives. So if you can't get them, then there is we can. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, mate, that would be awesome. Yeah, I'm waiting for my bike to charge, and then I'm going to the thrift stores and grabbing lunch. Right on, Chaos. Yeah, I don't. Mrs. Bushcraft. She might have left for work already. She's working like the 9 to 5 schedule today or something. So I'm kind of. I don't know. I might go out and do a little. Well, I'll do a little hiking and something like that for sure. Go at least go for a little walkabout. Um, haven't heard RW in a long time. Yeah, RW man, it's kind of like it's I don't know, free flying, angle flying, wingsuiting. It all took over. RW is kind of like old school. I mean, there's still don't get me wrong, they're still competing in nationals and stuff, but there's not a lot of people that are like, oh, I want to go out and do RW flying. It's the basics. Um, yeah, the most important part, as long as you can get flat and stable for deployment, and then yeah, game on after that. Um, Getting a ride in today for sure. Try to get the last on the in the sticks. Yeah, being a motor ride or pedal ride, we did Halo, Halo infantry. Yeah, dude, yeah, I always get caught up in the debate of Halo. Halo, high altitude, low opening designates a standard free fall, Why so many people just can't register it? Because they think only military does Halo. And Halo doesn't have to be done at extreme altitudes. It's just a delayed deployment from exit. You can get, I'm technically your standard civilian skydive at a turbine drop zone. If you go up to 14,000 feet and you deploy at 2,500, that's a Halo jump. Doesn't have to be oxygen assisted halo jump, which is, like mandatory over 15,000 feet. What is it, 15 to 19,000, unless they changed it. 15 to 19,000 or so. The pilot has to be on oxygen above 15,000. Jumpers have to be on oxygen while in the aircraft, but as long as they get out of the aircraft at like 19 or 20,000, they don't need oxygen because you're only going to be there for like 15, 20 seconds. A little bit more, 20 to 30 seconds. But yeah, man, that's why I gotta stay out of the comment section in these damn YouTube videos with skydiving. Because I had it out, man. Some of these the 80-second airborne chuds. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody knows I'm a veteran. I love all veterans and stuff, but these arrogant bastards, man, I've just had it like I'm at my wit's end with those guys. Like they just can't accept that somebody actually has skydives. In fact, I was like in a debate with one of these knuckleheads, and I like doing the math, I realized I cheated myself over the years hardcore. Like I should have way more jumps than what I have. But because I opted to become I worked my way into becoming a senior parachute rigger, the master parachute rigger. I ran a lot of packing mats, kept me on the ground a lot of time. So I'm probably short 5, 10, 15,000 jumps from where I could have been. Um, Zero, wow, water bottles and not, well, no, there's a knife. I got a folding knife there, but zero, wow. Oh, I'm sorry you're impressed, man. What does it take to impress you? Um, I wrap my legs around him. I wrap my arms around the neck. But oh man, that sucks. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, at least, man, you got lucky with the water landing. I mean, in theory, you know what I'm saying? Um, but when I jumped at 45,000 feet, one of the people in the platoon's parachute didn't open and his backup chute didn't open. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. You're telling story. I hear a lot of people telling stories. Yeah, my uncle owned an airplane and we went and jumped out of it. We got out low over water though for safety, and yeah, like who packed the parachutes? Oh wow. The worst takes sometimes start with I'm a veteran, yeah. Oh, well, there's always trolls with useless comments. Then I had to pull him to shore, give him CPR, and then go ruck for 16 miles. But yeah, it's like yeah, man, the people telling me there was one guy, Mrs. Bushcraft was actually very proud of me because he thought he would impress me with a skydiving story, and he literally it was my uncle's airplane. We did it under the radar, nobody. It was classified, secret civilian jump, and but they got out extra low for safety, and they did it over water. They did a water landing, and then they just swam back to shore. It's like, okay, dude, the first of all, man, the lower you get out, the more dangerous it is because the less time you have to react to any malfunctions or anything like that. Second of all, a water landing is extremely dangerous. It takes specific training, and you're not just gonna like land in the water with your parachute and swim back to shore. Like you need somebody out there with a boat, or you're gonna ditch your rig and that thing's gonna sink, and there goes like $5,000-6,000. Even if it's like a crappy like beat up old dolphin or something like that. Dolphins like the EBT of jump gear, by the way. Like they don't custom make them. They come in like small, medium, large. There's a little dolphin on the back of it. The only customization you can do on that rig, at least back in the day, was you could pick the color. You had like 7 colors to pick for the color of the dolphin. But it's like, okay, so you did everything making it more dangerous, trying to convince me that it was more safe. But I was good. I just kind of like got up and walked away. I didn't say anything. I just walked away. Um, oh, is there one? I feel bad about the guys didn't come back. Oh, that's a man, baby. Who was that? Yeah, who was that dude came in here? You sound like my grandma. I'm like, I sound like your grandma. I see the problem. Like, maybe it's time for an intervention with the family. Maybe grandma's really grandpa. Y'all need to have a sit down and a talk. If I sound like your grandma, um, yeah, I did some no food, no water in Philippine Islands. But the machete fails got a local one. It worked. Then I quit. Now up to weekend trails. Um, oh, 317. Oh, the jarheads are connecting. Guys, everybody give them a moment. Round of applause. Man, I love the Jarhead clan. I really do. Um, yeah, Candy, I gotta ask, do you have the shrine? It's oh, just be honest. We're not it's I don't know why I need to know. Cannon has a shrine. He has a lovely shrine. He shared it with me. But it's something about every Marine has the shrine when they ETS. And man, some of them are priceless. Some of them are just absolutely immaculate. But yeah. Hey, Candy, Semper Fi from an Army guy. Love you guys. We need our resident Filipino Marine to fact check this guy. It is, man. Oh, it's so cute though. They're like a couple of dogs. They start spinning in a circle, sniffing each other's asses, which is entertaining because they can tell if somebody's full of crap or not. Um, yeah. Oh, Trish. Oh, what did Trish? Oh, we did. Oh, Trish gave somebody the boot. The Trish is 100% a team player. We Mo Patty EDC. We absolutely love her. She's the woman that hangs out with the men, and we appreciate her. Low bullshit tolerance, just like the rest of us. Um, Hell yeah, Trish is firing for effect. We appreciate you, Trish. What's ignorant fuck? Trish, I was on your team. I was helping you out. Um no, no, I know you were talking to the troll, Trish. Um yeah, yeah, I've heard of UST gear, isn't it? It's most commonly sold at like the Wally World, right? Um I know Trish, I was just joking with you. Um Yeah, Candy Cane. What's the 0317? I don't know. I was in the army. I was not a Marine. So I don't know all the MOSs, the nomenclatures for the MOSs in the Marine Corps. So I always have to ask. I speak fairly fluent Jarhead though. I do have an army accent, but yeah, I just I I don't know all this stuff. Um, oh, that's what you use now. Yeah, some of it's kind of like run of the mill. Some of it I would highly recommend whenever you're running for gear, it doesn't matter what level of gear, always test it. Like two is one, one is none. You need one to test it. You got to field test it. You got to know if it's going to work or not. Like I've bought some off-brand Mylar blankets, space blankets that when you're unfolding them, they tear. Like by the time you're done and unfolding it, it's just trash. It looked good in a little plastic baggie, but yeah, when it came time to use it, it was garbage. So 0317 is my secondary MOS. So let's say what he has to say. Oh, Cannon's like, I'm not done sniffing ass yet. We're gonna know for sure. It's okay though. Um, yeah, trying to buy the three pigeons now. What you gonna say? No, no clue what the three pigeons is. Yeah, haven't got a clue, buddy. Um, I have three flags hanging on my wall. The best flags ever. Yeah, I have a. It's. I've only man. I only lived in Texas for like 7 months. So I don't. I have a mutt accent, if anything. I've lived all like well, yeah, all over the country. I was born in the Northeast, but I spent a lot of time on the Eastern Seaboard. Many winters in Florida, all parts of Florida except for the Panhandle, because nobody goes there. I'm not even sure anybody really lives there. But yeah, I've spent winters in Key West and Clewiston, Florida, Zephyr Hills, Sebastian. I was out in Rocheron, Texas, which is right between Houston and Galveston at Skydive Spaceland there, owned by Steve Boyd. Nice drop zone, kind of fun. Guy's kind of a dick though. I've jumped yeah, worked at like Skydive Las Vegas out in Nevada. I've been to California. I went to Paris Valley, Lake Elsinore, and Lodi. Yeah, I've traveled all over the country, so I kind of have a mutt accent. If I'm there for too long and I start sounding goofy, I move on. Um, ever, not every. Um, yeah, yeah, Trish, you're talking about the our favorite flag, right? The U.S. flag, the good old fashioned red, white, and blue, man. Gotta love it. If you don't love it, get the fuck out. Oh, whoops. And then why did my live get demonetized again? Oh, I said hurty words. If you don't like America, then get the fuck out. Um, yeah, I can't swim unless I physically make myself do it like I haven't exercised because I'll just sink if I don't. So I am fib. School was very dull. Yeah, dude, I can relate, man. I used to be so lean from cycling and just being an idiot all the time. When I went for my PADI open water scuba class there, I went to Divers Den in Manchester, New Hampshire, for my PADI open water. And one of the things they have you do is they have you tread water for a few minutes. It's not to see if you can tread water for a few minutes. It's so that the instructors that know much more than you can decide how much weight you need to become neutrally buoyant. Most of them can tell within a couple pounds. So there's like a dozen of us in the course, and the instructor's going down the pool, and all right, you're going to need about 20 pounds. You're going to need about 20. You're going to need about 30 pounds. And she got to me, and she's like, "You're going to need an air balloon under each arm," because like I was struggling to tread water because I was so lean. Yeah, I was around like 10% at the time, 10% body fat. Now I'm like a double heifer with, well, no, I'm a single heifer with cheese. I'm working my way back down. I've been doing the exercise, the walking and training and stuff. But yeah, man, if the leaner you are, the harder it is to like, yeah, stay above water. So, oh, someone better find some three pigeons doing U.S. military stuff now online. Check them out. Saturday night boil is when I show off my kits now. I have no idea who's. Yeah, hospital core manages med. We don't. Janice said, I don't think so, buddy. Um, yeah, man, it is. We love LARPing, live action role playing. It's a great time. You want to join in? Like, what do you fake about? Like, there seems to be a lot of. Mo Patty said, "You're out of here." Um, Shitbag poser wannabe. Exactly, Nick Martino with the flags there. Gotta love it. Made in the USA, man. Um, dude, I do. I'm like I have a soft spot for made in the USA stuff. Absolutely love it, 110%. I try to get everything made in the USA. I hate when I get burned though. I hate when it's a fake company. You know, like oh we're a US company, but all their stuff is imported. They tried that? Anybody here, especially the knife people, Clacken Knives, Klaken. They sent me an offer out, and I was like, no, because they make it in Wishishu, China. Or something. I might be a little off on my pronunciation there, but it's something like that. Because yeah, I just the second I find out it's from China, I just say absolutely not. I thought about saying yes and using it as giveaways or something, but I kind of felt like I'd be a hypocrite, you know. I'd rather make some of that YouTube money and send out some Phobos knives is what I'm hoping to do eventually. Um, yeah, Canon is gonna rip you a brand new 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom asshole if you don't answer the question. Yeah, Dana, you're right. Stolen valor is a felony. It's amazing how many people out there are like that. It's I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it. Um, not all of it there. I see where you're going there. What Chinese company do you like to shill for? Like, yeah, some parts are imported for some stuff. I do try to avoid that, but it's hard. It's difficult. Yeah. What he wants you to show you is his valor, assholes. USA, we the people. Indie nationalists. Who's this tool? Yeah, not a clue. Um, yeah, they probably send you a box with a virus in it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that dude's all about. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there using alt accounts, and yeah, from a specific place. That's one of the things I like to. Yeah, anybody can take that knucklehead out. The Glorp style. Yeah, join May 23rd, 2026. I'm gonna go ahead and call troll. Anybody that wants to snipe that knucklehead. Yeah, feel free. Like, go have at it. Um, yeah, I saw a vid where China stole the design for the Chevy AVIC, and the only thing they changed was the name to Chevy. Yeah, China steals everything. That's because they don't care about patent laws and stuff like that. They really don't. That's one of the problems. In fact, a lot of the people, the knife makers, the fake knife companies, the ones that have the boutique that front as an American company, but their shit is 100% Chinese, and they think they designed this stuff, but they really don't. The machining is tooled so it can plus or minus like 2 or 3% up or down. So there's like a 4 to 6% variable. Well, they take their fake design and they have a bunch of made in China, even if it's a real design and it's a good one. Like say you ordered a thousand folders from China. As soon as they've printed off your thousand, they just print off another 50,000. They just lower the grade of the materials and stuff, and then they sell it for a quarter of the price. Like yeah, some of these boutique knife companies, they it's they take a they take a $50, what would be a $50 Chinesium knife, and they mark it up to 200, 250, and make it sound like they're giving you the stellar deal, but really they're just robbing your wallet. Yeah, when you start getting the ins and outs of the knife manu, like the people making the knives, and how the knife industry works, it really discourages. Like there's a reason why there's a lot of stuff I don't get into that I thought about getting into, but yeah. Well, it's like the Klacken knives. They got one designer from Colorado. They got one designer from Minnesota. They have another designer that's German. So we're thinking German engineer and German precision, but it's made in Xinjiang, China. And so it's a 100% Chinese knife. Maybe the designers are legit. I don't know. Maybe they just took a paycheck. The $7,000 famous paychecks or something. Maybe China's doing the same thing. And so yeah, you're just a lot of the American boutique brands are just rebranded Chinesium. A lot of them come from Civivi or whatever the companies are. Um, Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, and they steal everything. Yeah, because there's tons of research and development that goes into a legitimate product, and yeah, that's where a lot of the expenses come from is the research and development. Like before we ever produced a wingsuit design, we probably made 25 or 30 wingsuits at an average cost of materials are a few $100s. The labor is between 40 to 60 hours to make one wingsuit, especially when you're doing a prototype. So yeah, like tens of thousands of dollars went into one wingsuit design, and then yeah, we put it into production. And the same thing goes with a lot of other stuff. Like there's some great knife makers out there, U.S. knife makers that put a bunch of time into design, and then they prototype their stuff, and then they field test it. And if they're happy with the materials and the performance, then they go ahead and they start doing a production run. But all the cost of all the prototyping goes into the cost of it. Whereas, China just jumps in for the final product and says, oh, that's a very aesthetically appealing design. They copy it with lower quality materials, mass produce it, and then resell it as some other, Chinese brand, Dragon Country brand, whatever. Um, Rob's Knives, good morning. Welcome to the chat. Howdy, howdy. How are you doing? And another thing I think that a lot of those companies prey on is that they prey on like the collection, the materialism and stuff that goes on. There's a lot of that. Yeah, I've got to have every knife from this maker, and I'm like that. But my knife maker is 100% American, 100% made in the USA. Yeah, definitely a qualified veteran. So yeah, shout out to Eric Hansen for keeping it real. Greetings, Jim. Yeah, Rob, it's going great, man. We're having an awesome time. Great conversations this morning. We're getting ourselves in a little bit of trouble as usual. There has been a decent assortment of trolls that have been pimp slapped by several people. Even Trish is in on it this morning too. Mo Patty EDC. She's been giving the trolls a solid backhand, which we enjoy. Um, yeah, never saw another channel get so many rude first comments. Well, Pat, I'm telling you, I know, I don't know exactly who they are, like by person, but I know that I mean, a lot of people know how things work. Yeah, the trolling, it's not on accident. A lot of it on my channel is organized. They use their alt accounts. They come in here, they try to get me to say trigger words that'll get me shadow banned or demonetized. And sometimes I fall for it, sometimes I don't. But yeah, but hey, there's certain groups of people here that go around in their lives and brag about the people they've run off of YouTube, and I know I'm a thorn in their side because I'm coming up on, well, I'm at like just about 20 months now, and they've tried to run me off a whole bunch of times. They've definitely had an adverse effect on my channel, but yeah, you might knock me down, but I'm getting back up, and I learn as I go. So I've made my fair share of mistakes. I really don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I've been in my share of lives in the last 7 or 8 years. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too, Pat. Like, in fact, I met Brand New American along with some of the others in other lives, and they can vouch for me. In other people's lives, I'm very professional. I don't say inappropriate things. I don't. I clearly don't speak my mind. Once I just, it's your house, your rules. I'll play by your rules while I'm there. But yeah, it is. I've always been courteous to everybody, and I've just yeah, I don't know. I guess people don't like people who speak the truth. And I'm not dropping an affiliate link on every video because, hey, buy this, buy that. There's a lot of shilling that goes on. I'm not a fan of it. I talk about it. I'll never do it. But yeah. Yeah, BC Gerbs lives. Yeah. I don't think I'm not sure. I don't think he's doing content anymore. Is he? I haven't seen him come up for a while. I know he had some personal stuff go on in life, and he wasn't posting that he was, and he wasn't. Um, but yeah, budget. It's budget banger of the day. It really is. I'm the same person in everybody's lives. Well, see, that's yeah, Chaos. You are. Chaos is a genuine. All the people here are genuine people. Um, us, and so am I. I'm this way in real life. I'm just respectful of other people's lives, like whatever their rules are. Like, not that I can have fun. In fact, if you go to ACR Protects Lives, yeah, he's a Coast Guard veteran. He's been in our lives, my lives here, our life, whatever. He's been here, but I understand him. I understand his rules. I don't cross any lines. He still has rules. I don't cross any of them, and I respect the people hosting, and that's the way I've always been. I've been in Trisha's lives, Mopata EDC's live. I'm very respectful of her. And that's the way I try to conduct myself in life, is I'm respectful of people and until they, deem otherwise. But then I just usually move along. I don't waste my time with a bunch of crap. But hey, they brought it here, so it is what it is. Um, the Coast Guard guys are badass. Well, I'm glad ACR's not in here right now to hear that, because I try to tell them otherwise. All in fun though. No, in all seriousness, Coast Guard guys are badass. In fact, yeah, just a few days ago, they off the coast of Cape Cod, right down in Massachusetts. Coast Guard rescued a guy who'd been out treading water for like 2.5, 3 hours. So yeah, Coast Guard saves a lot of lives, most definitely. I wouldn't call them badass like Marsoc or Green Berets or anything, but in their own right, they've got some really cool shit. In fact, I like to a little thrashing on myself here. Um, the Coast Guard's got the movie The Guardian, but us 13 Bravos, there's no freaking field artillery movie ever made. Like, we might get like a 10-second cameo here or there or something like that. Yeah, Marsoc or Force Recon or some Green Berets or Army Rangers or something. They're gonna call in some field artillery, and they'll show a guy pulling a lanyard. It's like, oh, there's the 13 Bravos, 5 seconds of fame. Yeah, so really, 13 Bravos, I think, are kind of underappreciated. But oh, that guy's back, and the truth shall set you free. Yeah, Nick, the rescue swimmers. I mean, like, every branch in its own right is badass. I'll never say anything otherwise. They all have their pros and their cons. They're all cool in their own right, except for Space Force. They're the baby of the group, so they need to prove themselves. Yeah, the the Space Force dudes need to step up and do something freaking cool sooner than later. I'm not sure. I think Space Force just took Chair Force to the next level. They're like, no, no. Air Force has like combat air control. They have A-10s and stuff. So, but what Space Force? Nobody even knows anybody in Space Force. I've yet to meet anybody. I don't even have like a friend of a friend that has a cousin that has a friend that dated somebody in Space Force, right? Follow that chain of custody. Nobody knows anybody in Space Force. It might just be another NASA tax haven or something, another taxpayers money laundering deal. Um, I'll tell you, the AK branch of the Coast Guard is no joke. Yeah. Puddle skippers, water Coast Guard captains have to be over 6 feet, so when the boat tips over, they can walk back to shore with their in a boat. Oh, Cannon, you need to. I need to save that one. We need to use that for when Ace. When we see ACR protect, you got to throw that in there. Um, right on. Indy National sent a gold coin. Thanks for the gold coin. Welcome to the chat. Um, yeah, just making sure I didn't miss any key comments here, guys. The furry little tumbleweed I was doing great running around chasing his balls right now. Yeah, that's Cannon's got the smartest dogs in Texas. That's for sure. Chaos with the happy poop, because everybody loves a happy poop. As long as the vein isn't popping out in the center of your forehead while you're doing it, it's good. Once you get to that point, you don't try so hard, man. Boondock, New Hampshire's in the chat. Good morning, Boondock. How are you doing? You must be getting ready to head out. You got your thing today. Okay, I was like, Boondock, hey, there you are. There you are. Boondock, what do you got going on today, man? You got your regular schedule? What's up, Knucklepucks? How's everybody doing today? Oh, you're spot on with that one, Boondock. We're having some chuckles. We're talking about some gear. Yeah, good times are had by all, except for maybe the trolls who are going to live rent free in their head for a little while. But that's nothing abstractly new. So you can't. Cannon threw all kinds of extra letters in there. You know he's excited about it. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, yeah, Nick Martino. Well, you're right there at the bottom of the chat there. Yeah, we gotta once the live is over, man, get in touch with me. We gotta finish working out that deal, man. I've been drooling over that thing since we talked on Friday. All right, yeah, we'll work something out for sure, Nick. I'll I can send you some more maple syrup, dude. You still have a stock, right? And let me know if you need more. There's because friends don't let friends have McDonald's maple syrup, even in emergencies. Um, yeah, that's I gotta talk to Mrs. B about that. She's awesome. Yeah, we there's like twice a year locally. It's usually the next one. Oh, it won't be till like the end of next month, the end of August, beginning of September. They'll have like another farm days, and yeah, we always go down there and we try to support local people. Not just local knives, U.S. made, but yeah, we support some of the local farmers and stuff like that. And there's usually a couple of vendors there that have the genuine New Hampshire maple syrup and stuff, which is awesome. What's Cannon, did you see how many crayons you can fit in that mug? You got to melt them down. Melt them down, tape a couple of hand warmers to it. Use some 100-mile-per-hour tape. You could probably fit like maybe 2 boxes of 64. That was Mrs. Bushcraft, by the way, cuz she's the best at gifts. She really is. I suck at it. But yeah, Mrs. B, she finds stuff. And yeah, that's the real maple syrup, not the currants. Yeah, exactly. Real maple syrup, not the definitely not McDonald's, right, Nick? No McDonald's maple syrup because that's not maple syrup. They lie to you on the packaging, but it is you're actually correct. He does good job, Nick. Yeah, I can just go down the road and buy syrup with my neighbors at their roadside stand. Yeah, B&A, and you've got a lot of the Amish and stuff around there you can get real food from as well. Yeah, there's something to be said about real food, guys. It's just so much better. But in an emerge. No, Nick, no, I thought we fixed that. We're gonna next we're gonna send you like a Bluetooth controlled shock collar. You're gonna be required to wear that during lives. Anytime you agree, like, but in an emergency, no, it's not okay. Um, yeah, no McDonald's distinctly put hotcake syrup on the packet. It's legally distinct. Yeah, that's Oh, it's the other scam McFatties has going is the all beef patties. They're not really all beef. The reason why they can say all beef is because like the sister company that makes them, the name of the company is All Beef. So you're buying an all beef patty, like a brand name, not it's not 100% real beef. Um, it's amazing the way they figured out how to scam us into eating trash and stuff. But it's and good times are had by all. So yeah, in fact, I think I'm gonna try to do a giveaway next week. I've got some odds and ends sitting around. We'll do it on the channel though. A lot of the giveaways we do, we just send stuff out because it's fun. We enjoy it. It's part of giving back to the community. So yeah, every once in a while we ship some stuff off to some of the regulars here, and it's a good time for us. We're gonna figure out a little rotation for it, but I am gonna do the occasional, which I have done. I do some of the giveaways during lives. I never advertise it though, so you'll never see it in the title. Um, we enjoy it, miss it, and it's a team effort. I get the common stuff, and then Mrs. B usually gets involved with the fancy extra or something. So people are waiting for Mod to go all vegan. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they can go all vegan if they want to. I don't eat that stuff, so um, yeah, there we go, Nick. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, boycott the the fast food and stuff. What a grown up Happy Meal, whatever they call their value meals, super meals, whatever. For less money, you can go grab yourself a good sized baked potato and a ribeye steak. Even with all the inflation in the economy, I've checked it out. Yeah, you can still get a ribeye steak, a baked potato. You can get some garnish too. What's that stuff called? Salad or something, I think is that stuff. You can get a little bit of that to garnish your steak and your baked potato with. Um, yeah, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's not even cheap. Some places, what is it, the Big Mac or something? Maybe it's the Big Mac meal, but that's up like 17, $18 or something. I've seen different videos on it. And that's assuming you go to the store. Like, you actually go, I don't want to call it a restaurant because McDonald's isn't a restaurant, in my opinion. But if you go through one of those delivery places like DoorDash or Uber or something, then it's like an inflated price with the delivery price plus the tip, whatever else they're charging you. It's just completely absurd. I don't, yeah, $40 for two people. to eat a McDonald's. Yeah, that's crazy. You can cook yourself a couple ribeyes or something. You can make a rack of ribs and you can do like a whole thing of pull like a I don't know like 6 pound pulled pork or something. Get a pork shoulder. Make yourself some pulled pork. And if you live in a cold environment like a lot of us do in the winter, dude, if you're gonna you can do pulled pork and ribs and stuff in the oven. It takes a few hours, but you're kind of like you're heating up the house at the same time, so it's a double win. You gotta use real syrup in the batter, chaos. I'm trying to crack the recipe for McGriddle. There you go. Yeah, chaos. There's probably, dude. Don't Google it. I'm looking up on YouTube. There's I've seen a couple channels where they're like, we've figured out the KFC secret recipe. Here it is. Here's how you do it. And I'm pretty sure they got one on that McGriddle thing too. I bet you it would be better too because I guarantee you they're using like the lowest quality ingredients. So you can use some like good proper ingredients. It'll be so good. Nick, for just me, it was 80 the other day. Yeah, Cannon's still like it's better than MREs, man. I'm gonna give me 4 number 8s, 2 number 6s, and a liter of cola. I don't know. We love cooking it. Well, I do too, Nick. Yeah, we love cooking at home too. Well, every once in a while, Mrs. B gets like she has like a flashback to the '80s or something when McFatties didn't suck, and she'll get something from there. I don't like it. Like yeah, I can even get make some chicken nuggies at home for like a fraction of the cost. But yeah, every once in a while she'll get it, and then she regrets it. Yeah, every time it kind of like turns her son. She's like, I don't know why I got that. It's like I think we're at that age. Anybody else out there in their early 50s where you're like, yeah, I remember the 80s and 90s stuff actually didn't suck. Like things don't even taste the same anymore. Like doesn't matter. You get a cupcake, a Twinkie cupcake or something like that. Um, and it just doesn't taste the same. It's just they don't make the shit the same anymore. Dude, I am a danger to White Castle. Oh yeah, yeah. Rob, how many times have you watched the movie? Have you tried to do the Harold and Kumar White Castle order? Um, I've seen some stuff on that challenge, the Harold and Kumar White Castle. That's the whole thing, man. Even if you've got like grade A high octane bud, and it still doesn't take fix the taste of McDonald's or anything. There's not enough weed on this planet to make some of that fast food taste good. Harold and Kumar is too much food, man. Yeah, Rob, you're getting older then, man. I think back in high school that would have been doable. I'm like, I could match that. I'd match that and see you two sliders, man. Um, dude, yeah, man, Taco Hell. Back in the day, they used to have an all you can eat. No, it was like Tuesdays, I think, or something. Tuesdays. They had an all you can eat like regular taco or soft taco, and you just get like cheese and lettuce. That was it. But yeah, man, I think we had like a dozen or so. You'd go in there and just yeah, man, you could hoover those things till you hit like full gut rot. But Trevor Thomas, channel member, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Yeah, I don't think yeah, there's no White Castle in New Hampshire. I don't think there is. I've never seen, but I was gone for a long time. I don't think there is one. We definitely got a couple of Taco Bells in there. Like, I think the only time I would go to Taco Bell at this point is if I had a couple of MREs. If I like went out and did some training exercise for the weekend or something, had like I'm gonna live off of MREs. It'll be great content. You guys all know I'm full of shit because that's what happens when you eat MREs. You end up like crazy constipated. So I would then like yeah. I think Taco Bell would be the perfect X-Lax for MREs. Yeah. Yeah, Trish has got White Castles, very few Long Johns. I don't think we have any Long Johns in New Hampshire either. We got some of them Five Guy burgers and stuff. Well, that right there is a second mortgage. Anybody eat at Five Guys? Like, oh wow, that's some next level. Yeah, cherish your parents if you still have. Nick, I've had a reason. My dad was a really decent fisherman and cook, so he would fry what he'd catch. Miss that guy. Yeah. Yeah, guys, hey man, enjoy the people in your life while you're there. You never know how short it's going to be. Yeah, something. I need to start adapting that. I think I mentioned it last week. Yeah, my life has changed so much in the last, like, we'll say 5 years that it kind of changed me as a person, and not entirely in a good way most of the time. And I think that one of the things that kept me really positive and happy in life was the fact that every day that I got up could be my last, and not figuratively but literally. And so I think that when you live like that, you're a much happier person. I think that's just how life works out. Now I'm 99.9% sure I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. So, but yeah, I just have to get back to that same mentality. Anybody else that can find their way there, it's a great way to live. Like like what would you do if today were your last day? If you knew that, or any of that stuff. How would you want to be remembered? And but I'll tell you, man, having your ass ripped out from under you by the government and the Fauci ouchie and all that stuff, man, yeah, I think it's turned me into a little bit of a bitter prick. That and getting attacked so often on YouTube probably just put the icing on the cake. So, I mean, do you guys like LJ? Yeah. Yeah, the one thing I find about Long Johns is either they're good or they suck. You gotta find the right one. Yeah. Yeah, Ken, and a lot of franchises are like that. Some of them get it spot on and they care about the quality of the product, and other ones, they're just all about the profit. I think one of the worst things that places do is they try to run their fry oil like 5 times longer than they should. And then, yeah, everything tastes like burnt fry oil. Everything tastes kind of like it's been like homogenized or something. USMREX had me cramps for 2 days. I was a med care in Afghanistan, but I devoured the food there. I mean, do you guys like? Yeah, we used to have a Taco Bell Long John Silver's in New Hampshire. Yeah, there's still Taco Bells here. I haven't seen a Long John Silver's, but I wasn't here for like 25 years for the most part. So I've even had where sometimes the food tastes bad and other times it's awesome. Yeah. In fact, one of our favorite restaurants, it's a locally owned one. It's called Milano's. I'm sure Chaos, you might have even eaten there. They had pretty decent food, man, and then it switched owners, and for once, the food got better. Usually, it switches owners, it gets worse, But yeah, it switched owners. I don't know if the old owners were just tired. I mean, the food was decent. It was pretty good. But yeah, man, it got a new owners, and it's now my favorite place to eat. Like small, locally owned, they make their dough in the morning. Yeah, really good pizza. Everything's made really well. The portions are good. Wearing 250 anniversary shirt today, feeling particularly patriotic. Right on, Rob. We appreciate that, man. Did you see that thing, that dumb Canadian girl? Yeah, she entered the United States like roughly a year ago illegally. Was here illegally, and some girl was out like celebrating the 4th of July and stuff with a 250th U.S. birthday shirt on, and she got all upset and like slapped her and everything. Now she's in jail waiting to get deported. So that'll learn you. Gen X, what's happening, man? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. It is good to see you, my man. Yeah, there's a few food spots I like that are Indian restaurant now, which is fine. But like, damn, I miss. I don't know, Rob. I've seen too many videos. The what do you call it? The street food from India. I don't know. I just yeah. Personal hygiene habits need to be of the utmost for me to eat at a restaurant. And yeah, when your peoples are known for the gangrene river and the very unique style of street food, I don't have a stomach for Indian food. Yeah, just not. Yeah, South Philly barbecue after deployment here in the Philadelphia. Oh man, I've been around Philly quite a bit. The I used to ride the Perkiomen Valley, Perkiomen River Trail, or yeah, it's one or the other. like almost daily, man. It's got a nice little rock climbing gym. It ends at the museum or whatever, where the Rocky statue is. We ate at those. My buddy John, he's from Pennsylvania. We ate at both of those famous Philly cheesesteak things. The ones with cheese whiz should be put out of business. That almost seems like a food crime. We also ate at the giant Amish buffet in Lancaster. We were actually looking for Lancaster Levi because my buddy's like 7 foot tall, and we were gonna give Lancaster Levi a hard time. You know, the dude that starred in the Amish Mafia. Yeah, we were just gonna mess with him for the fun of it, because he's always tough guy on the cable television there. So, yeah. Dude, I've got more issues than Playboy sometimes. Sometimes I shouldn't be talking about this stuff. Like, you're a bad person. Who goes to a buffet looking for Lancaster Levi for the fun of it? It was a bit of a drive for us too, but the buffet was great, man. World-class food there. The Amish got the food down. Anybody that's ever in like New York, Pennsylvania, if you see like an Amish like side food thing or something like that, yeah, yeah. In fact, where I worked, they've switched owners since then. I was working at Skydive Finger Lakes in Ovid, New York. And if you go down the road a piece, there's always like some kind of little $100 burger cafe type place or deli or something. And this was like a convenience store deli, right, like maybe a mile from the airport. And it was funny because they had the biggest adult magazine selection I'd ever seen in my entire life. Just an entire wall of adult magazines and stuff, which I thought was odd for a small place like that, especially with the airport being right there. But come to find out, like I would ride my mountain bike down there, get a breakfast sandwich or something. And I was down there one day and I parked my bike on the side. It's a bicycle, not to sound too cool. But I parked it on the side and there's a whole bunch of Amish in the back reading magazines. And they had those soda flats, like if you bought a case of soda, those little cardboard flats, they had a couple of those pulled out. And when they saw me, all the magazines went in the flat and another Amish guy kicked it under the dumpster. They were stashing their magazines under the dumpster. So dirty Amish. So they are human. They are human. But something I never thought I'd see. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments here. Nick, I make my own butter. Yeah, it is. It's easier to make butter than most people realize. Just a little bit time consuming, but well worth it. If you've ever had like genuine real butter, not that whipped up vegetable oil stuff they sell. I like, holy crap. Anybody remember when I Can't Believe It's Not Butter came out? Oh, you try that once and I can believe it's not butter. Yeah, that stuff is actually like poo-poo soup. So I duct tape a mason jar to a Sawzall blade and make butter with that. Yeah, Nick, real butter with real maple syrup, man. That's world-class pancakes there. I'm flattered. You actually think that I took out Iran with a knife single-handedly? Dude, that's awesome. I wouldn't do it with just a knife though. I would bring some shuriken. I'd bring like a couple hundred shuriken and some nunchucks and a samurai sword and a phaser, like start. No, not start. I'd bring a blaster. I'd bring a blaster like Star Wars. I'm not a Star Trek fan. I'm not even a Star Wars fan. Well, the original trilogy, I'll still watch that, but the rest of that trash, yeah. No, and all the spin-offs of it just suck too. So, yeah, I would use a blaster. Absolutely. Um, DD214. Which? Why would you just randomly put that there? Tom, you're amazing. Taking out Iran. I know, Dan. I had a free day this week. Yeah, I didn't have anything going on, And I was like, I was gonna sharpen one of my knives, but I was like, why sharpen it? I'll just shoot over to Iran and just, liberate Iran single handedly, like full Rambozo style. Like I went full Cupcake Commando too. I had the eye makeup and the blush and everything. Um, oh, dang, it's on his list of things he doesn't have. We have milk a cow and get your butter here. Brakes are bled. Tires are at the correct psi. I even watched it yesterday. Pat, do you do exactly the exact psi? I always do a few like 5 psi, 3 to 5 under, because I always feel like once you start riding, things heat up and it goes up a bit. That's just Are you talking about your Gixxer? Or are you talking about your mountain bike? I need a lawnmower moving tomorrow. I need to detail my bike. You do, man. I need a whole new bike. I need a whole new bike. Oh, it sucks so bad. I'm jonesing for a ride so bad it's not even funny. But that's what I rode her too hard and broke her back, man. Yeah, I gotta win the lottery or something like that. Everything keeps going up. Yeah, they keep moving the score, the goalpost every time. Like as soon as we get caught up and figure something out, like something else comes up. Yeah, it's they're all doing it on purpose. Like, is it just me? Remember, like everything went up during the scamdemic, and they're like, oh, it's because it's harder to like transportation was down and all this other stuff, and that's why supply and demand availability, supply chain wasn't going the way it was supposed to, and that's why prices went up. But they never went down, but they've continuously gone back up, and they just keep going up more and more and more. Bunch of man, well, they're just like, and now you can't trust the bastards for anything because they're lying about everything. Yeah, I need to make a short with all my new upgrades. Yeah, Chaos, I'd definitely check it out. Um, Damn, and you didn't take me. We're going to have to sit down and have a conversation about that. The mountain bike I only ride on trails, so the PSI is like 22 front, 28 rear. Yeah, that sounds good, Pat. That's good, good, good. Yeah, Dana, prices never go down. Occasionally, you can get stuff on good deals. Like I hate Scamazon too. Like I do, I genuinely hate it because I understand how they work. They're a major contributing factor to a lot of the inflation, the way they do their business deals with companies. So the only time I'll buy something from Scamazon is if it's like a stellar deal. It's got to be like, and I'll usually tell you guys about it. Like when I bought my Silky Nada, those are usually like $100, 110 dollars, something like that. And I got mine. I think it was like $58. Then they ended up bumping. I think, yeah, I don't know what it is now. But yeah, that's the only way I'll buy anything from Scamazon. The cover that I use on my Grail Titanium, this is it's made by High Speed Gear Industries, HSGI. And it's fully adjustable. The only thing I don't like about it, I don't like the plastic molly clip things. I'm gonna replace those at some point with some nylon ones. But yeah, it's fully adjustable. It'll fit the Grail Ultra Press. It'll fit a 1 liter bottle. It'll fit an Nalgene. Yeah, it's yeah, High Speed Gear Industries adjustable bottle pouch or something. Yeah, if you jump on their website, and it's made in the USA as well, so very important to me. Not sure if it matters entirely to you, but we do promote, like, it's not just USA products. I don't mind other stuff. I like stuff made in England and Sweden, and I like some Canadian stuff, but they got to stop with that elbows up stuff. That's really starting to irritate me. So I've been really motivated about Canadian products in the past couple months. But I do like some Canadian products. AquaQuest tarps, Arkel touring bike touring bags and stuff. I'm interested in Agua. I haven't used any of their stuff yet, but predominantly I try to do as much U.S. products as I possibly can. Enduring freedom. Do you remember that? Yeah. Say, sir, do you require help? I need. Yeah, no, I don't. I think I'm all set. I don't really need any help. Not unless you got like a PhD in psychology or something. But even then, I don't know. You might have to get with a couple of your colleagues after talking to me. I yelled at some kids on e-bikes to get out of the road the other day. They are those the kids are getting out of control with those e-bikes, and then they're wondering why they get hit. The fact of the matter, most of them aren't in good enough shape to ride a standard bike at 6 miles an hour. So, oh, there was one. I gotta find links, man. I gotta learn how to do links. There was this kid with an e-bike, little chubby kid, right? Maybe like I don't know, 10, 12 years old. Definitely, he's like Gen Alpha 100%. He comes whipping down the road. The road's got a T in it. The kid comes whipping down the road, like full throttle. I guess they didn't hook up the brakes right or something. The kid couldn't stop. And he slammed into the fence. Like, oh, he hit the fence hard. Man, like completely crashed and burned, yard sailed. And then, oh, I never heard a boy screech like that. Like, oh, back in the day, you like, if anybody Gen X screeched like that over a little bicycle accident, you'd still be hearing about it from your friends today. But oh, it was a righteous crash. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got Mrs. B to come in and watch, and I'm like, check this out. Now that never would have happened if the kid was on a standard pedal bike, because a little chubby kid, there's no way he could pedal a bike that fast. Um, yeah, my knives are sharp. Yeah, they most definitely sharp. I'm wondering about this dude here. We're gonna get. I think we're getting another cycle of trolls, guys. Yeah, you joined July 14th, 2025. Big Five ride. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. Something beeped on my phone. No, it didn't beep. I have it on vibrate, guys, out of respect for the chat. I just got to remember to turn the sound back on after the live because Wednesday or Thursday is going to roll around. I'm going to think I have no friends anymore. But like that phone hasn't gone off in days. It's because some dumbass forgot to turn the sound back on. That would be whoever my tech guy is. It's his fault. I'm gonna change my chat track. Um, I want you to ride like a real rider, douchebag. I'm a brand new YouTuber. Do you have any recommendations? Dude, you don't want recommendations for me if you're a brand new YouTuber. Everybody in this channel tell you I pretty much suck at this. The only advice I can give to you is be yourself, wing it, have fun. You're either going to be relatable to people or you're not. I don't. Yeah, I'm not. Stay away from vidIQ. You'll end up if you watch too many vidIQ videos, you'll end up bipolar for sure. Because like one day they're like, "Hey man, you got to do shorts, or your channel's never gonna go anywhere." And then the next day they'll do a video on why shorts are ruining your channel. And then like a week later they'll be like, "You still haven't done any shorts yet?" So yeah, be careful. Like they change I think they're just like cranking out content based off of like whatever their ludicrous opinion is for the day. But yeah, and yeah, dude, if you're doing YouTube and you're serious about it, if you learn how to do thumbnails, can you come back and tell me? I haven't done a thumbnail yet. I think I'm gonna like December 4th or something will mark our official 2 years of posting on YouTube. I'm thinking about doing like a 2-year anniversary thumbnail or something, and we'll try to. I call large in the middle of calorically sufficient. Yeah, yeah. That dude is Mayor Wu wants to put concrete barriers next to bike lanes because her bike lane person got killed. So much stupid, so much water, so much waste. I've only screamed a couple of times when crashing, but I really smashed my balls good. Yeah, man. That there was. Oh, I gotta find that video. I'm not sure. Like, does anybody know how that remix thing works? There's a remix button. Does that? I don't know how that works entirely, but I don't know. I'm worried because I've never used any other content than my own, but I was falsely reported and stuff, and people tried nailing me for reuse content. So I'm like really nervous about trying to use that button. I'm not exactly sure how it works either, but yeah, they always stick up for the wrong causes. They do, yeah. Especially, yeah, Massachusetts, they're off the chain. Dana, you already know this. Massachusetts, they lost the plot, man. They've gone the full socialist, that route or something, without getting too much into the politics. But yeah, Massachusetts has lost the plot. Dana, I get hit in a bike lane that has a little concrete dividers. Bad drivers, yeah. Chaos, getting on the brakes really hard at the track results in crush nuts often. Yeah, Dana, I obviously didn't do it on purpose. I use sir when talking. Well, oh man, I get it, but I just, how old are you? How old are you there, Big Five ride? Is it, did you have parents in the military or something? That might explain it. Big gay, that's weird, but okay. Um, yeah, we're losing our tax base, so they've raised our property taxes. That'll work. Yeah, isn't that what Moron Dami is doing too? Like we'll just keep jacking up the taxes, and then more people leave, and then they jack up the taxes to make up for it, and more people leave, and tell me it's not on purpose because yeah, the I'm sure the Boston mayor there, Woo Woo from Dragon Country, I'm sure her intentions are good, probably about as good as the Islamist, superiorist, socialist moron Dami. I think I may have pronounced that wrong, but it's close enough for me. I don't give a shit. Show us your biggest knife. Trish, are you still here? Mo Patty? You could use a please, like what's your biggest knife or something? Like don't come in here being a demanding little prick because people are just gonna have no respect for you. Starting with me, I'm gonna lead the way. I have no respect for you coming in here demanding that I do something. I am in no way, shape, or form your circus monkey. I'm not here to perform for you yeah, dude. Um, I'm not even gonna, yeah, to hell with you, dude. Learn some manners. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? Let me guess, you're all grown up now and you're still dysfunctional, you degenerate. My in-laws own a small apartment building. We all just live there. That's the way to do it, Rob. Yeah, you got to kind of like multi-generational housing is kind of becoming a thing again. Or like, yeah, invest into a property together that's manageable. Absolutely. You can't spell it right. Yeah, unicorn, you know what? Cannon fire at will. I don't like you. You're an arrogant little prick. You don't need to be here. You don't need to go off. Like, you ever heard of a typo, Mr. Perfect? And speaking of, you're going to correct his spelling, but yet you use no punctuation. You don't know how to use, like, make a question. You're an arrogant little bastard. You're never going to go anywhere in life. I bet Unicorn, you're one of those people. Daddy never told you he was proud of you. Mommy never gave you a hug. You degenerate. How's your life in the basement? There's Squat Shot. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. Squat Shot got him. Squat Shot uses like a little, he uses slingy thingy sniper skills. But what's happening, Squat Shot? How you doing? Rob, I wouldn't want to bike with the crazies out there. That dude can't even spell. Yeah, Trevor, how you doing, man? Oh, priceless. Now that we got rid of Turd Nugget there. Trish, you still here? Sir, could you please bend over and look back at your shoulder at us and act like a tiger? Good morning. Crispy, only if you dip it in dry sweet first. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, Crispy. We've had some degenerates in here this morning. We're just having fun. But yeah, if Trish is still here. Trish had the ruler out the other day with her knives. So I just wanna um I might be a med, but know how to get them out of butterfly Chinese knives. Oh, the Balisong knives. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Balisong knives. They're cool. They're trendy. I'm like, if you've got a 6 pack of Shuriken, definitely have a Balisong knife to go with it. That and a set of nunchucks. Oh, Mo Patty's not here anymore. Um, I wanted to, yeah, she was measuring knives, so I wanted to take this one out for her. Yeah, this is like 12 1/4 inches, but it's got girth too. It's got girth at full 0.25 at the spine. So Dana, I don't have a car yet, and I do Uber Eats on the I always wondered how does that work out doing Uber Eats on an e-bike? I guess it depends on location. Because like some e-bikes only have like 50, 60, even if you get like an 80-mile range. Like how many deliveries? How do you keep it charged? I'm just curious. BNA, no spark plugs on, but I'm trying to buy a couple of dirt bikes right now. But yeah, Crispy, how you doing today, man? You got anything on the smoker? I you staying? First off, how's your health doing, Crispy? Hopefully you're doing well, brother. I mean, spark plug ceramic for windshields. What is that, Dana? I don't have a car yet, and I do Uber Eats on my e-bike most of my city. Oh, Chicago, yeah. We have, we have peeper spray. That's a good reason to pepper spray for the peepers, the creepers. Absolutely. Dana, I've seen so much. I wish I was. Yeah, I'm surviving doing a 2-day cleanse for a colon inspection tomorrow. Oh well, I hope everything comes out okay, man. In both ways, obviously. That's it is what it is. Yeah. What do they give you like a special beverage or something? You just eat some Taco Bell and wait for everything to go through? Yeah, that's not a good time. 28 is definitely old enough to join. Yeah, I haven't had my coffee yet today, but I carry a 20 on mag and 220. Yeah, that's yeah, what's everybody carrying today? I'm doing my usual. I'm gonna do my Spyderco Sage 5 CF, my Leatherman Wave Plus, my XO Tac Fire sleeve. Yeah, I'm back to the Streamlight Pro Tac single AAA. What's it called here? Yeah, well, camera. Yeah, it is what it is. You guys know what it is. Um, yeah, I go out into a soft border area around my house and do deliveries till my bike gets to about 15-20%. Then I head home, charge and clean, workout. I also work full time. So yeah, right on. So yeah, so it's a side hustle thing. That's cool. That's very cool, man. And yeah, running the e-bike, you're probably making a little extra. Yeah, I'm pretty sure e-bikes are going to be less maintenance and stuff than a car. Yeah, 4 separate 6-ounce bottles of sodium sulfate. That's what it. Yeah, sodium sulfate. That's what it is. Yeah, that's Yeah, I'll just. Yeah, that's rough, man. I'm not sure. I don't think I could go 2 days without eating food. I don't know. It's just me. I mean, like if I had to, if I were in a situation where I didn't have any food, no doubt I would survive. But under standard first world conditions, yeah, I don't think I'm going 2 days without eating. I just don't have that kind of willpower. It's why I never do an unboxing video. The package doesn't even leave the postman's hand. I'm like, he just, he shows up holding the package. I'm like, just hold that for a second, just, thanks, buddy, I got it. Um, I just don't have that kind of willpower. I use willpower in other situations, that really matter. Um, Next year will be tasers for my taxes. What I just paid, yeah, Glock 17 Gen 4, Benchmade Bailout Nightcore TM9K. I do. Nightcore makes some pretty good flashlights. I got to admit that. I've got the MT2A or something. I like that. I just don't. I'm not a fan of the battery, but yeah, Nightcore makes some good stuff. Yeah, Philadelphia is so wrong. My kids, we need protection. Yeah, Philly gets pretty wild, no doubt about that. Yeah, like it's kind of like New York though. You got New York City, and once you leave that area, most of it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, there's some not so great places, maybe Rochester, whatever. But if you get out to the country, it's the same thing. Like Pennsylvania is the same way. Like you've got Philadelphia, of course, like the center of the cesspool being what is it, Kensington Ave, which is just absolutely. I can't believe that like that even exists. Like how they don't have like the police and whatever else needs to go in there and clean it up and straighten it out. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, once you're outside of Philly, there's tons of nice areas, like very country. Um, Been looking for a secondary battery for my bike but I can't seem to get one without buying a second bike. Yeah, Rob, they do that. That's what Olight does too. Like try getting Olight batteries. Olight is extremely tough to get batteries. Um, Told the dogs they're gonna not like dealing with a hungry old man. Yeah, yeah, I can see that getting a little what do they call it? Hangry, right? Where you're hungry because you're angry. You're angry because you're hungry. Yeah, I got that one backwards. Way to go there, Ricky Bobby. But yeah, hangry is not a good place to be. Imagine I'm a third generation brownie still faces. And Glock 17 has a Streamlight TLR 1HL on it. Nice, nice. I do like Streamlight. Streamlight's got some good stuff as well. I've used their flashlights for years, quite a few years now. I don't know, maybe like 15 years or so. I've gone through a couple sets of them. What is I usually I carried the smaller Streamlight all the time. What's it called? This damn thing. This little one. And then I finally upgraded to the ProTac version. What is it? The Micro Stream or something is what this was. Yeah. They could make the print bigger. That's my only gripe with Streamlight. Could you please make the print a little bigger? It never mattered in the last 15 years until now. But yeah, I have a Streamlight Wedge that I just replaced with an Arcfield Pro. Yeah, Dana, I like that style flashlights, like whoever's making it. Even like Ace Beam, I've been looking into them. I love the flat flashlight concept. The only thing that I don't like is they all have like an internal built-in battery that you can't change out, and I had too many issues with that. With not with any of those brands in particular. Actually, it was Nightcore, Night Rider, something. No, it wasn't Nightcore, Night Rider. Shit. I should start writing this stuff down. Specifically, it's this right. Yeah, Night Rider. Night Rider here. This is the Lumina Flare. It's got like three setting 700 lumens peak. Um Shut off says of me. Yeah, it's also got this it's for mountain biking. It does a little SOS thing, does the red light thing, so you know, it's daytime, but in the tent at night it's plenty of light. The thing that sucked about this, you can't change the batteries, man. And it takes like 3 or 4 hours to charge. So yeah, it's a headlight, and then oh, you're pedaling, you're getting some mileage, and then your light goes. I'm all done. So yeah, you're sitting on the side of the road for like 3 or 4 hours waiting for it to charge, assuming you've got a battery bank or a spot to charge it. So yeah, that's why I got away from built-in batteries. I can't touch the things anymore. Like I got to be able to change the battery, or it's a no go. Um, I think I'm gonna call their yeah. That's yeah, Rob. Call their customer service, see what they'll do for you. Um, oh, Rob, which O light? Yeah, my night core's little door flap fell off, so hopefully I don't get shocked if water gets in. Yeah, what is it? One of those little like silicone rubber type ones, Trevor? Those ones tend to fall off quite a bit. Harbor Freight has a copy of the T1R for $50. Malkoff devices if you want a good U.S. made torch. Oh, Pat thinks he's English today. You mean a flashlight, Pat? You use torch? Like we're gonna? Do you use your Zippo to start that? Yeah, it felt like 25 feet while I was being a jackass at a quarry. Yeah, Rob, those things happen. Yeah, being a jackass at the quarry, we've done that. Yeah, there was a rock quarry in Manchester, New Hampshire. We used to ski off of. Yeah, once we got a few good snowstorms, there was a nice little landing jump at the bottom. It's only like 25 feet or something. It's not like any Guinness Book of World Records stuff, but yeah, we used to ski from like a little Mighty Mac McIntyre ski area. It's more of a it's not a ski mountain. It's more like a good sized ski hill. But we would go and ski off that, and yeah, not the best for your skis though. You always end up grinding, putting some scratches and stuff in the bottom. Proprietary battery bullshit is yeah, exactly, yeah. Being a proprietary yeah, built in is definitely a no go for me. I'll say the Olights. I've won have great battery life. Um, yeah, and it came with a replacement, but I moved houses and lost the extra one. Isn't that yeah? That's priceless when stuff comes with a replacement. I've got a little box. I put all yeah, like Exotac stuff will come with some extra strikers and O-rings and stuff like that. I'll put it all in there. Same thing with any of the extra flash, any parts I have. I have like a little parts kit. The trick is remembering sometimes which one goes with which. So I've got to at some point invest in another labeling system and yeah, get another labeler and start labeling everything, little packets and stuff. It's a Taiwanese company. I should be all right. I don't know that one of the problems I have with the e-bikes. I've been doing a lot of research the last year or two on e-bikes. One of the problems I have with e-bikes is a lot of them are just they're like kind of like Chinese knives. They cookie cutter the bike. They're all pretty much made the same. And then a new company will pop up with a decent little warranty and a nice sales pitch and a couple of YouTubers to shill for them. They'll sell out of their bikes and then they shut the company down and then they start a new company. But yeah, you should be able to find that model if not from the same company but from a different company. Because yeah, there's a lot of boutique e-bike companies out there that are just rebranding cookie cutter e-bikes from Dragon Country. So yeah, you should be able to find something. Yeah, I basically have all of my stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Canon spot on. Yeah, all the little baggies of extra stuff. Um, and if you work in the in the electrical trade at all for even a short amount of time, yeah, I had like all those little plastic baggies that come with whatever. If you're putting up ceiling fans or doing whatever, there's always little extra baggies of hardware, and you're just like, oh, I'll throw that in my pouch for later. And then the pouch gets cleaned out at home into like a big pickle jar and then a bigger pickle jar. And then you just end up with like tons of that stuff. Um, you can call the Corona companies. Yes, that is true, but Jason has been in the e-bike market a while, and they have a ton of different models. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, like I said, it's not all of them. It's some of them. There's some really good e-bike companies out there, but you got to be aware. There are a lot of cookie cutter companies. I like to call them, just like rebranded, and they do it to get out of like, because the batteries are, man, they're like any other batteries. They only have a certain lifestyle. They've got like so many cycles you can charge them for, and then they're kind of junk. But to get out of having to like honor their warranties or once, yeah, all that stuff, they just end up closing down the company and reopening another company. So, but yeah, like I've looked into Rambo bikes quite a bit, Rambo e-bikes, and they've got seven. They got the Megatron is one version I was looking into, and I think the other one is the Dominator or something. I think that's what it is. But yeah, and I noticed that like a lot of the e-bike designs are like exactly the same as all the others. It's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Um, yeah, I was on Amazon and there's like three types of bikes on there. Yeah, yeah. If you look up, I watched some of the videos on YouTube that have information on the different bikes and everything. So yeah, that's something you can, yeah, do some research on YouTube. There's like a plethora of information on e-bikes on YouTube. So someday I'll make some of those videos. I want to do some research and some genuine field testing of e-bikes. So I did want to do like an Eastern Seaboard ride with e-bikes, but that's getting more difficult now. North Carolina just passed laws on like what a class 3 bike, class 2 e-bike is, and where you can ride them and all. Yeah, it's and the battery thing, like the ranges. I can get more range on my mountain bike in a day than most people can with an e-bike. Yeah, like double the range actually. Proper training if you're in shape and stuff. Um, Gotta go. Love from Philadelphia. Right on. Thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome day. Have a cheesesteak for the rest of us, my man. Um, yeah, I did almost 2 years of research before I bought one. Yeah. It is. Oh yeah, I'm sure, dude. Yeah, that goes without saying. It is hella fun. Not gonna lie, man. Back in the day, like sneaking out at midnight on a moped was hella fun. Like I was like 14, 15. We had a couple of mopeds we would bring up to camp for cruising around. Um, yeah, if we were just going down the lake or something. So yeah, even a moped is fun. I'm not gonna lie about that. And so e-bikes are like in the same category. Like, and the nice part is that they're not crazy fast. You're not gonna, do some stupid kind of crashing with it. Although I'd like to see what kind of airtime you can get with one. Kind of cost me $20 to fill my bike today. Well, what's a gallon of gas going for there nowadays? 3.8 gallon tank, yeah. Bushcraft with the big words, plethora. I didn't even know if I spelled that right. Oh, I'm so, Cannon, man, we're always looking out for you. If you need help with the big words, just let us know. I apologize, Cannon. I didn't do that on purpose, man. I wasn't trying to confuse you. But yeah, if you need help, just, put your hand up. We'll square you away. I used to go 50 miles on a pedal bike growing up without a water bottle, and now everyone is soft and needs their water. Um, yeah, I used to cover a lot of miles virtually waterless, and then I realized that staying hydrated was just so much more fun. Yeah, I'm back in the day I made some long rides. I don't know exactly what the mileage was, but yeah, I learned pretty quick. Yeah, bring a water bottle. Bring two or three. I've done some rides back in the day. Oh, I was doing one ride. It was stupid hot out. I was riding from Manchester to New Hampshire to Laconia, New Hampshire, for Bike Week. My dad used to rent there's a DAV house right on the main street there, right in Laconia for Bike Week. So, but I would ride at the time it was a Cannondale Gold, like road racing bike. So I would ride that up. I was like 14, 15, 16 when I was doing that. I would ride up to, and yeah, man, I had one trip. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go light and go fast. You know, I only threw like one. It was like a 16-ounce water bottle on there, but it was like 95 degrees out. Dude, I was like stopping at people's houses, like, hey, can I use your garden hose? Because that was normal back then, you know. You didn't there wasn't all the convenience stores with, you know, bottled water and stuff. But yeah, I stopped at somebody's house, like, can I use your garden hose? You know, I could use some water. I like filled it up, drank it all, filled it up again, and hit the road. So um yeah, I was watching a vid the other day of the racing. Not the same without the gas bike sounds. Yeah, it's a little different without the gas bike sounds for sure. Um But yeah, even yeah, like the Tour de France is going on right now, and I'm gonna admit it that I lost a lot of faith in the Tour de France, but it's like NASCAR. I still like to watch it for the crashes, you know. It's a little bit different. NASCAR though, it's easier to laugh at them. It's like, dude, you had one job to do. Like your whole job is to make left-hand turns. If you fail to make a left-hand turn and hit the wall, yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you a lot because you know what, you just had to turn left. That's it, buddy. Um, Does it have traction control and wheelie mode? Oh, that's sounding high tech. Yeah, the Rainbow Megatron bike I was looking at, it has front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, and a dual wheel drive. You can like select either or. Like you have three options: front wheel, rear wheel, or both. And each it like 1,500 watt hub motors. So yeah, it's got that thing's got some power. I think the only way you could up it is if you put a mid drive motor. Like imagine that, a mid drive motor, a front hub, and a rear hub. It's already at 3,000 watts. So even if you put like a 750 watt, 1,000 watt mid drive, yeah, just I don't even want to know what the price tag is going to be. That's there's your $9,000 or $10,000 e-bike. Um, yeah, I was watching a video the other day. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, Chaos's e-bike, it is crazy. It's a whole lot of motor there. But yeah, he's yeah, it's a nice e-bike for sure. Yeah, if I find an e-bike, I'm only using the power to climb hills and to get back home if need be. Yeah, Trevor Thomas, I think that's how we'd all start out. Like I'm the same way. Like the pedal assist would be, oh, just when I really need it. But come on, man, the second you start like bottoming out that throttle, you're gonna be, oh yeah, this is fun, man. I think I'm gonna pre-call bullshit on myself for that one. I mean, everybody else do what you want to do, but I know if I'm getting on like a power e-bike, I'm gonna end up like just yeah, like how fast can this go? I'm gonna like you know, set the motor to 100% and pedal as hard as I can. I'll even put clipless on there just because I feel I pedal substantially more efficient with clipless. So yeah, I would go that route. Nice, my GXSR doesn't have any electric nannies either. It's all in the wrist. Being I've been waiting for 40 years, so I know how to finish my brakes and twist my throttle properly. The thing I like about the Stark Varg is the stealth of it. Yeah, you can sneak a ride in anywhere basically. Yeah, yeah, that's a major perk. The e-bikes are definitely stealthy. They just got to improve the range and the ability to charge it. Like if they had it, like if you can get a reasonably priced high efficiency solar panel, that would be cool as well. But all the high efficiency ones, dude, they come with such a price tag. You're like you're gonna spend a couple grand just charging that battery off grid. Um, but yeah, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. We're kind of hit the 2.5 hour mark. We'll be doing some more lives, throwing up some more content during the week as well. But I definitely want to thank everybody for being here. As always, we appreciate your support. All of our moderators, thanks for taking out the trash. We know you have fun doing it too, so it's a fun thing to do. Thanks to all the channel members. We definitely appreciate your support. because we constantly tell potential sponsors and whatever to go pump sand. Our only real support is by our channel members and the little bit that YouTube throws you in ad revenue, the 12 cents per thousand views. So we definitely appreciate the channel members. You're a major part of the channel. Everybody here is equally as important, though. We appreciate all the subscribers. Everybody that came through to check out the channel and say hello, we appreciate you as well. Hopefully everybody has an awesome day. Get out there, have some fun, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the weather while we have it. But be careful, guys. Things are getting stupid out there. There's a whole new level of stupid going on out there, and they're screaming like Allen's snack bar or some shit like that. So be careful out there. Make sure you maintain situational awareness. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay alert, stay alive. And by all means, guys, stay frosty. We will see you on the next one.